Hi there. Welcome to Ask Granny. Oh, it worked. How y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm Angie. For those who don't know, I am your sweet, kind, and loving granny advice lady today. And things are a little weird. In case you hadn't noticed, things are a little weird all over the globe. People are doing weird things, and shit's just weird because virus. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because that's all anybody's talking about. But because shit is weird, I have a lovely weird video for you today. Um, my dear, sweet, and adorable buddy, DoorKnobHead, has supplied me with some questions and some other lovely little tidbits of fun that I'm really having a good time with. Today, I'm going to just take a little piece of the novel that he wrote me. There's several questions, and they're all good, and we'll get to those. You just wait. But he sent me a list, a little list of, well, let's call them Southernisms, maybe? Yes? Is that a good word? Some down south sayings, because Texas. And so I really think the purpose of the list is he just wants to hear me say these things. So I'm going to, and I'm going to explain a little bit precisely what they mean in regular English. And I write well, but I talk bad. I only talk good, but I talk bad. So I'm way smarter than I sound, just so you know. Okay, here we go with the question. Let's get up here too. Do you say the following? And there are 20 of these. So here we go. Number one is y'all. Of course, y'all know I say y'all because y'all is so much easier than you guys or everybody, or it's just easier. It flies off my fingers on the keyboard nicely, slips out of my mouth without a thought. If the y'all generally denotes more than one person. Okay? If there's a large group and you want everybody in the group to know that you're talking to them, it's all y'all. Hey, all y'all, listen. That's how that goes. So yes, y'all is a absolute staple here, Texas, and most of the country. I even think I've got my friend Linda from Denmark saying y'all. I don't know if she ever did before, but she does now because I noticed. So it's definitely a thing you can use. You don't have to be from the South to use the word y'all. It's just a contraction of you, all, y'all. Okay, number two. Do what? Spelled W-U-T. And do what is an absolute must have phrase down here because most of us are either hard of hearing or not really listening. So when someone says something and it's more of a huh. Most people say huh. Down here we say do what, and it can be I didn't hear what you said, or you didn't just say what I think you said. Did you? Do what? I'm gonna make you say that again just because I want to know for sure I heard you right. It's one of those kind of things. So that's an appropriate usage for do what. I'm going to go outside and play with the traffic. Do what? I don't think so. Number three, bowed up. Oh, yeah, baby, we get bowed up around here. I have no idea where this comes from. I don't know if it's from archery or chicken fighting or who knows, but bowed up is when you get too big for your britches and you get all up in somebody's face and you get all upset and confrontational. That's bowed up. I told that girl to clean her room. She bowed up to me like she wasn't going to do it. And I said, well, I got a wooden spoon in the kitchen that says different. And she got after it. Make sense? Okay. Now, here we got one that I really like. This is number 4. This is not plum, but pert near. And you spelled it almost right, Doorknob Head. It's pert is a shampoo. P-E-R-T is a shampoo, or is a word that means uh, smarty acid. Was you're quite pert. Well, talk to me that way, right? Okay, that's not how you spell it. It's P-U-R-T, pert, because it's short for purty, which in most English language people is pretty. But it's around here it's purty. So it's not plum but pert near. And all that whole sentence really means is almost. Did you get all the trash in the bin? Pert near, or not plum but pert near. Well, what'd you do with the rest of it? Well, I set it out beside because it didn't fit. Not plum but pert near means almost. Number 5. He's all broth and no beans. Yes, I have said that, and I just did again. I haven't said it in a very long time, and my grandma used to say that. He's all broth and no beans. And that usually means you're full of hot air. You're just shallow, empty, and without weight. The things you're saying have no gravity. How does that sound? There you go.
All hat, no.
No! God damn it! Fuck. Poof. Granny learned how to edit. My sincerest apologies for that little outburst. I'm going to tell you why I left it in. That was the full day's pent up, all the BS that had happened up to that point coming out in one loud no. And I apologize to anybody's ears. I will be pretty sure to put a little headphone warning on this one. I hope I can fix the audio for the first part. Yeah. Okay, so no more splaining. Sorry about the outburst, but I hope you enjoyed that. I left it in there because it made me laugh, and I want you to laugh too. And so now you know Granny gets mad. And sometimes it just random things, and my apologies to Grandpa, because if you couldn't tell, that's who I was yelling at. All right, so back to my little list. Where did I get? I got to, dang nose itches, don't touch your face. Um, Number 5, he's all broth and no beans. Yep, we got through that one. The little tidbit that Grandpa spoke out there at the end, if in case you missed it, was all hat and no cattle, which I think means about the same thing. No, so let's move on to number 6. Now this one got me because I can't say I've ever heard it, nor have I myself ever used this phrase, and I'm not entirely sure what it means. I think in my brain can have multiple meanings. Number 6 says he can strut sitting down. Now I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean that he's so dang good looking that even when he's sitting still he's pretty, um, or if it means he's so full of himself that I'm not sure what that is. So I'm gonna skip lightly over that one and go to number 7. I don't know why this one starts with a she, but I'm going to fix that for you, Doorknob Head. He's a couple of sandwiches shy of a picnic. Well, now that's kind of like being the dimmest bulb on the Christmas tree, or a few bricks short of a load. That means just not quite all there. Elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. I think those are fairly common, not just around here in the southern areas. Number 8. She's so pretty, she make a fella plow through a stump. And that one kind of got me too, because I don't think I've ever heard that particular one, but only because I'm a Gen Xer. Like, we didn't plow. The plows are automated and they run on big wheels. Um, I didn't know too much what to do with that one. In case you can tell, it's quite a bit later in the evening. I'm a bit bedraggled. So I'm afraid my wit may not be as sharp as it was for the first half of this video. She's so pretty, she make a fella plow through a stump. Now that sounds to me like she'd be a real head turner. I get that's what that means. Um, y'all do with that one whatever you want. Number 9. Uh, that tar thing is not worth spit. Well, it would be that thar, not that tar. That thar thing. That thar thing. That thar thing ain't worth spit. We don't say is not very often around here. We say ain't. That thar thing ain't worth spit. And I don't know, spit's pretty valuable when you got a bad case of the dry mouth like I got going on right now. Have a little sip, Gran. Sody pop goes a long way, don't it? That there thing ain't worth spit. So I hope I have educated you on your proper usages of the contraction ain't. It's the same as is not, are not, will not, could not, or cannot is can't. So there's ain't and can't. You ain't and I can't. Number 10, they're hitched, not churched. And in parentheticals here it says, channel your inner church lady. Honey, my inner church lady is alive and well. She never did really go anywhere. She just don't buy that shit no more. They're hitched, not church. That means you got married at the courthouse or in a civil ceremony and not by a preacher proper, which is a bit silly, but I get it. If that's what you think, that's what you think is the thing to do. They're hitched, not churched. Now he interjects a lovely little question right after that one, and I love that question, but I'm saving that for, it's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. So we're at number 11. He could talk the ears off a mule. I've heard that. I've heard that. I've heard that before, and that pretty well describes quite a few people that I know. There's a lot of people in my world who are quite chatty, myself included. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm steadily talking to you guys, right? So my husband is a rather chatty fella. He could absolutely talk the horns off a bull, talk the ears off a mule, talk the hump off a camel. We get some chatty folks on the live stream sometimes, and we have to learn not to put all the chatty folks on at the same time because then nobody gets to talk. Number 12, faster than double-struck lightning. That one I have not heard. I've heard faster than grease lightning, but I have not heard double-struck lightning. Maybe that's more of a hillbilly thing and less of a southern thing. I forgot what number I was on. What number are you on? Woman, can you read? All right, I have gotten over my little hot flash I was having there. Hotter than a honeymoon hotel. I don't have to explain that. I don't know that I've actually used that phrase, but that's a good one. Hotter than a honeymoon hotel. No, most of the folks around here say it's hotter than hell, because it's hotter than hell around here. It got up to damn near 90 degrees, I believe, today. And it's only April 8th. Yeah, so hot. Hotter than a honeymoon hotel. Number 14, cold as a cast iron commode. I can't. I've heard cold as a witch's titty. I've heard cold as well digger's ass. Uh, I've probably heard a few others, but that's the first time I've heard of cast iron commode. That's the new one on my DoorKnobHead. Pardon me. Oh, got me a little choked up there, bud. Number 15, too poor to paint, too proud to whitewash. And a little interjected, is there much whitewashing in Texas? Well, that depends on what definition you're talking about. There's a whole lot of whitewashing goes on in Texas. Pretty much regarding of regardless of whatever your definition of it is. Not guilty. Uh, Number 16. Tight as a fiddle string. Tight as a fiddle string. Yeah, I probably heard that. That's probably come around my ears a few times. We got musicians in the family. Uh, that usually means you're extremely, what's the word I want to use? Uptight, anxious, high strung, jumpy like a cat with a cucumber. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Tight as a fiddle string. Bing, bing. Number 17. This ain't my first rodeo. You know what? I say that one all the time, even though I really don't like to go to the rodeo. I am not a rodeo kind of girl. I think it's mean to chase the little calves and tie them up. I think it's mean to jump on the bull and make it try to throw you off. So I think that's mean. I do. I don't care if you agree. Doesn't matter. So this ain't my first rodeo, and that means been around the block a few times. I think you already do that. Why am I explaining things that actually need not much explanations? Number 18. Oh, I was so ready to get to this one. Drunk as a skunk or commode hugging. I knew I was going to, that's the first time. Commode hugging, knee walking drunk. Yes, I have said drunk as a skunk lots of times. And if you've ever seen a skunk walk, they use their nose and they do tend to walk a little wonky and they look a little drunk. So yes, I've said drunk as a skunk lots and lots of times. Commode hugging, uh, pants shitting drunk is usually what I say. I like the knee walking though. That's a little less crude. Thank you, DoorKnobHead, for that less crude alternative to commode hugging, pants shitting drunk. Been there, done that. 19. Never miss a good chance to shut up. I hear that all the time. Um, I hear that all the time. I hear it on TV. I hear it everywhere. Never miss an opportunity to hush when just so many people could learn to do that right now. If you hear something, just hush. You don't have to respond to something. You don't have to rare. You just don't. You don't have to. You don't have to. Never miss a good chance to shut up. I'll agree. And I'm going to use that advice because this is the last one. Number 20, always drink upstream from the herd. Well, now that's good advice, like don't eat yellow snow. I myself have not ever been around a herd. I have been in close proximity to some livestock. I met a baby calf. I tried to milk a cow once, but I didn't get very far. I've had some rather unfortunate experiences with horses, which are actually a little bit comical if I tell them properly, so maybe I'll share one of those with you one of these days. Somebody remind me to tell the Why Granny Doesn't Ride Horses story. Always drink upstream from the herd. I wonder if that it could also go along with don't shit where you eat, because you know, it's like, don't go into business with your best friends. Uh, Try to stay ahead of stuff like that. So, once again, I apologize for the outburst in the middle of this video, but you're welcome for that because I know y'all, and I hope you got as big a kick out of it as I did watching back. Uh, it is late in the evening and all the music seeping through. So I'm going to go night-night. I'm going to go put on my granny jammies and I'm going to go snuggle up under my cubby covers and take my happy pills, get a little bake, and sleep. Because this is going to take a while to upload because I'm about to go stick these two pieces together. Go down there and click the subscribe button and ring the little bell so you get notifications when I do stuff like this. And all my links are down there. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook. And I have Patreon and I have PayPal. And you can I am on Instagram. I just did the Instagram thing. I still haven't quite figured out how to work that yet. But I have a young person. I have a millennial living with me right now, and she's going to show me some stuff. So maybe she can help me with some of this newer technology thing. In the meantime, I'm going to be homeschooling, so if y'all don't see me around in chat rooms and stuff like that, I am probably playing school. And I love you all. Thank you so much for coming by and watching me today. Peace, love. Stay safe. Wash your hands.